Got to share something with you real quick that's just literally changing how I use my body as a whole, and it's wonderful. The question is, have we got our core training backwards? Are we doing everything topsy-turvy, whoozy-boozy kind of thing? We're not using our core very well, nor are we using our hips very well. Here's why. Okay, this is sort of a rudimentary drawing. This is your pelvis. I like to think of it as a boxy, big, blocky bone. Okay? You have your hip joint, which is technically kind of to the side, but I like to think of it as bottom of your pelvis. It's like bottom side of your pelvis. Now, you have a joint above your pelvis too. This is your lumbar spine. Okay, this is your spine between your pelvis and your ribs. Okay, now, here's what I've learned in the past week that's changing everything. Here in this country, or just this culture, guys especially like me, we're kind of fuzzy in the mind about the hips. Okay, about the use and the ability to use our hips. Part of it's because we sit around a lot all day. Large part of it too is we use just short little ranges of motion with running and cardio and cycling and stuff. And also it's kind of a cultural thing. You know, you watch guys in different cultures and a lot of their dancing, and they're like moving their hips around and they're shaking, back and forth. And guys are like, oh, I'm not doing that, no way, kind of thing. So as a result, this sort of thing here gets all locked up and tight. It's the body, it's weak. It's weak. And it gets tight as the body's secondary defense mechanism of trying to get some stability to a weak joint. When that's stable and stiff, okay, we need a lot of movement from our midsection. So where does that movement happen? Right here in the lumbar spine. Now we can get movement in the lumbar spine. We can extend, we can flex, we can twist, we can do all sorts of movement here, but it's not really what Mother Nature intended. Think of the structure of the bones. The hip is literally a ball and socket joint. Okay, it's a ball and socket. It is designed for movement. It's like our shoulder. Big, huge movement. Look at all of this. Can you do with your hips what you can do with your shoulder? I know I can't, but I'm getting there. But that's literally what Mother Nature intended for us with the structure of the design. And people say, oh, my joints are tight. And someone once told me, like, Matt, your joints are not tight. Your joints are as flexible as the day you were born. It's the tissues around the joint that are the problem, that are stiff. All the muscles and everything like that. So anyway, what's going on is if we're stiff in here, we're trying to get mobility here. So with our core training, what's going on is we're trying to get a lot of mobility in our lumbar spine. And we can get some, but we're trying to get a ton, and we're not meant to. Here's what I'm trying to play with. Mother Nature intended the hip to be mobile. Mobile, agile, mobile, and hostile, as Zach Evanesh is always saying. Love that. You're supposed to be loose in the hips. You're supposed to move them a lot. In the three joint theory that I've been talking about in previous videos, this is a master joint. Your hip should bear a lot of the load and stress for all of your lower body exercises. But if it's tight, if it's weak, it's going right here. Look at all these vertebrae and small muscles along the spine that can get so easily injured. So switch it. Make that mobile. With every exercise you're doing, move the joint below your pelvis. Move your hips. Move them as much as you can. Loosen those suckers up. Use this more for stability. When you're doing your leg raises, your planks and stuff, your stretch outs and stuff, get mobile in the hips, stable in the core. And we'll flip it around instead of being stable in the hips and mobile in the core. And I think we're going to get a lot more tension here. We're going to avoid a lot of injury, and our performance is going to shoot through the roof. Let me know your thoughts below. Be fit, live free.